What is Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? Now that's a good question. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, but what happened was after World War II, a lot of Japanese immigrated into Brazil, and one of them was Mitsuo Maeda, and he was a very famous judoka and Japanese Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, very, very famous. And when he got to Brazil, he befriended a family, the Gracie family, and one of the Gracies helped him get started and established in the new country, and as a sign of respect and a thank you, he decided to teach, I forget his name, what was his name? Gastão. Gastão, his son Carlos, Jiu-Jitsu as a sign of respect. And then there's Carlos, another brother, and Elio. And Elio is the youngest one. What was the other? I don't think I have it down in my notes. No. There's Gastão, and then his son Carlos. Yeah, and then Elio. And Elio was weak as a child. He suffered from dizzy spells. Sorry. He suffered from dizzy spells. He really wasn't strong, you know. And so Carlos was who they trained in Jiu-Jitsu, because Mitsuo Maeda was like, you know, you have to be big and strong to do Judo and Jiu-Jitsu. So his whole life, Elio watched his older brother train and compete and win, and his brother eventually opened up a school. And Elio was kind of like the janitor boy because he was so weak and frail. And then eventually what happened was Carlos had a private lesson with the manager of a bank. This is in Brazil. And he was late. And Elio was there, and the manager said, well, Elio, you've been doing this for years and years too. Why don't you do the lesson for me? So Elio did it, and Carlos came and saw that, and he was ecstatic. He was like, Elio, this is awesome, dude. You can do all the classes. You can do all the lessons. And he just unloaded a lot of the work on the Elio, and then he started, you know, taking time off and doing some of the other things that he needed to do to grow the business. Now, Elio, he realized that a lot of things that he was teaching wasn't working for him because he was smaller and he was weaker. So he started cross-training and adapting and innovating, and that's where we get the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, you know. And it was a bit of like the Wild Wild West where, you know, almost any martial arts school, they would be open to what they called challenge matches, and you can find them all on YouTube. Not all of them, but you find a bunch of them on YouTube, where any instructor, anyone could walk into your club any day of the week and challenge you to prove your martial art. And the Gracies developed their art Jiu-Jitsu, and it was from being tested and true and winning so many of those challenge matches that's where the worldwide spread of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu came from.